Steve Kerr. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. And one of the guys we'll be seeing in this one, James Harden.
Oh, he's explosive, Kevin.
Tip-off goes to Houston. Here's Lynn. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time. Thomas off a pick from Cousins. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Houston with it. Here's Parsons. Not wasting any time and taking the shot here when they were playing a lot of teams in the West near the end of the regular season. That was when they slipped, Steve, out of the 6th seed range.
And win total.
Now here's Lynn. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And it's Howard finishing it off.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod. Top 4 in points in the paint. Those are good numbers to build your offensive foundation around.
And the Kings making a change here. Thompson's checked in. Shot's good by McLemore.
Or around that screen.
Harden outside. And it's slammed in by Howard. Especially at the offensive end.
Yeah, they had a team last year that just seemed to be jacking up shots anytime they could get one up individually. They were among the lowest in the league in assists as a team. A lot of isolation.
We're able to chat. They are going up against arguably the toughest center the NBA has to offer in Dwight Howard. One problem that Howard poses is his...
Here's Parsons after Rudy Gay's bucket. Can't cash in from close range.
Well, an interesting revelation regarding Rudy Gay came out recently. I mean, he's had vision issues for years and refused to wear corrective lenses, contacts, or goggles. That might
It's stolen by Jones. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Lynn kicks to Parsons. And they will get the basket here, folks. Thomas with the ball. He picked up 18 points in their last win against the Mavericks in Dallas.
He got some huge points from the foul line, too, Kevin. He was very aggressive, generating contact and drawing fouls.
Thompson takes it into the teeth of the knee and converts the layup. The Rockets in the postseason, a lot of people have them picked to get steamrolled. But, Steve, they put up a solid fight and really turned some heads with how they played.
Well, the easy answer.
Here's McLemore. Thomas kicks to McLemore. The drive by Gay. Finds himself wide open and drills it.
Opponents. I mean, you can see their confidence growing as they continue to put up points on the board.
Here's Jones, and he jams it with authority. Back to Gay. 5 on the clock. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Rockets have gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense.
Mike Malone, the new head coach of the Sacramento Kings, son of a former NBA coach. Mike has been credited with helping teams improve their defenses.
Here's McCallum following the basket by Dwight Howard. He feeds it to Outlaw. That one goes. Count it.
Yep.
Harden outside. Another miss by Harden.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, a little frustrated now, shaking his head after that miss.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty? Picked away. And here they come. Dishes it to Outlaw. And Jones pulls it down. It's Harden with the drive. Parsons outside. Beyond the arc. That's the bucket. Parsons got 7 points.
Get to the rim. He led the league in free throw attempts last season with over 10 a game.
Here's Cunningham. Here's Evans. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
Adjustment. Took a little time for both of those guys to figure out how to coexist in the pick and roll offense.
No challenge from the defense.
Hard to the hoop for that throwdown.
Yeah, that's invisible defense leading to a very visible finish.
And it's the Kings with the ball, following the score by Houston. Here's Cousins, and he lays it straight in. Garcia backing down. Stolen. And the Kings pushing it up now. Hammers it in after taking it the length of the floor.
Boy, how's that for a quick possession?
Yeah, it sure was.
I really like this team's effort tonight.
On the floor for Sacramento, Travis Outlaw out there with Quincy Ace. Then there's Jared Cunningham. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's McCallum in at point.
Smart move with that mismatch he's got.
You know what? That extra advantage sure pays off on the mid-range jumper.
Cunningham passes to McCallum. He dishes it to Cunningham. Takes a three. Rockets with the rebound. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Guys, for DeMarcus Cousins, who's so talented, controlling his temper is...
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. He passes to Cunningham. Clock at 6. And McCallum kicks to Outlaw. On the mark with the 15-footer. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. Game played away from home for them. Kicks it to Cousins. It's good. Only a few seconds into the here in the second quarter. Feeds it to Cousins. Nice D from Usher.
You know, with the troubles he's had butting heads with coaches and others, you might wonder why the team keeps putting up with Cousins' antics. Well, I'll tell you why. The greater your talent.
No doubt about that.
Backing down is Gay. From deep, Thomas. That's good. Thomas got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
And the shot is good.
Hard time to answer back on that possession. Well, the business of the NBA in pretty good stead. The Kings sold back in May for a record price of $525 million, and the Seattle group had offered even more. Team value is certainly on the rise around the league. But
here we go, Rockets!
back to Howard. Soft touch off the glass. And back to the bidding war for the Kings with the great offer from the Seattle group. Steve, do you think there's a chance the second team? The pass to McLemore. Second shot opportunity. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Just look at Ben McLemore out of Kansas. From the ground up, sets his feet. Great balance, elevation, beautiful follow through that last season.
On the wing, Harden, defended by McLemore. Fires the three, and Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Joe.
But here in the second, he's turned it around.
Here's Thompson, shakes off the strong D. 1:52 left in the first half. They get it back. Jones, and the rejection by Landry. Thomas kicks to McLemore. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Rockets trail by 10.
Question is, do they go 2 for 1 here?
Can they get a good shot in time? That's the question.
Parsons on the wing. Pass to Howard. Houston moving the ball around. From deep, Harden. And that one's good. Harden's got 13 points.
Oh, guys.
And McLemore kicks to Gay. Here's Evans, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
Surprised everyone, Kevin. Seattle made such a strong bid. I think most people felt the team would end up in Seattle, but Johnson did his job. Sacramento stepped up to the plate, and I think it's great that the
transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
And it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as
Harden outside. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Here's Gay. Uses the glass to finish the layup. With the lead pass, he hangs. Rejected by Howard. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Here's Parsons. And that one goes in as he is fouled. What makes Parsons such an easy guy to send down to the floor? You know exactly what he's going to give you on offense and is very consistent. The pump fake kept the D off balance and gave him room.
Oh, he knows that one should have gone in. That hurts.
Gay with it, and it's Lynn picking him up. Gets it to go.
a performance for them inside. Their rebounding has been terrific.
Yeah, that's just one of the few things that have gone their way today.
Here's Parsons. Gets it to go. Dishes to Gay. Defended by Parsons. 13 feet away. Rudy Gay again. Howard setting the pick for Harden. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And it's slammed in by Howard.
Maybe that'll ignite. I mean, impossible not.
And here is Thomas. He has 7. Gay right side. He dishes it to Cousins. Back to Gay. Gets it to go. He's got 22. Back to Harden. The 3. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn. Thomas passes to McLemore. And another 3 for Sacramento. Feeds to Cousins. Goes back up. The shot is off. Some solid defense from Usher. Here's Beverly. And Parsons kicks to Harden. Hands it from downtown. Harden's got 23.
Well, you could, in some ways, call Chandler Parsons' first season a mild surprise, but he really accelerated things in his second season.
Really has made strides across the board.
Tipped away. And it's Houston on the break. Flushes it down to finish the break.
In transition.
Shot on the wing. Thomas, no good.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Lynn dishes to Usher. The shot goes in as the ref calls the blocking foul. At 2. And the Kings making a change here. Landry's checked in. Here's Gay. That drops. Green from Jones. Lynn kicks to Hamilton for 3. Here's Hushik. And another shot.
It's his 4th foul, and I'm sure he picked it up a little.
Outside, Lynn. Shot clock at 6. Back to Howard. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
No good. Nice D from Cousins. Kings have gone 0 of 3 to start the 4th quarter. Here's McLemore. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Outside, Lynn. He kicks it to Howard. Harden outside. Puts up a 3. Offensive rebound. No good from Howard.
That's an easy shot there. That's a shot that he should make more often than not.
Here's Gay. Good on the 13-footer. Lynn kicks to Harden. In low to Howard. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
Tell you what, he takes a lot of punishment inside. And when Howard gets the ball in deep.
Outside Thomas. The feed to Gay. Pulls it from the elbow. And there are the Kings with another bucket. Size, ability to move his feet, and the upside certainly is there. Then you put him with a guy like Kevin McHale as his coach, and nice array of talent. He's got a good situation.
He does. He's got a bright future.
Beverly dishes to Harden. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
During that break, Coach Mike Malone had some words for his team. His message? I don't want us patting ourselves on the back just yet. We can congratulate ourselves after the final horn. Right now, we need to go out there and take this one home. Guys?
And it's Terrence Jones with the finish. There's the dish to Beverly. Pass to Jones. Houston moving the ball around. That's good from Howard on the assist by Jones.
Great formula, and it's really a sign that the offense is clicking.
McLemore dishes to Cousins. He feeds it to Thompson. Makes it off the glass. It's Harden with the drive. Gets it to go.
Out of their sail.
Need to get more bodies committed down low.
No good from Cousins.
He's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off.
Harden's shot is good.
To the ball getting into the paint, that's costly.
Well, and at this stage of such a tight game, I think this is when tired legs start to show, and the defense can become vulnerable in the low block. Now, you hate to see a guy suffer through a game like this, but his team is winning.
Shoots off the screen, and Houston again with the bucket. Here's Beverly. Back to Parsons. Covington. And he throws it down hard with one hand. Back to Cousins. Working on Ashik. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Misses off the left iron.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
There's a screen. Parsons. He's covered by Thompson. And Parsons kicks to Beverly. Pass to Harden from past the arc, and that is good. Harden's got 11 here in this quarter alone. 5 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Thomas kicks to Gay. And the jam by Carl Landry. There's 42 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Harden outside. With the shot. Here's Jones. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
That's for 2.
He doesn't hit the first, and he does get the second one. And that narrows the lead down to just 3.
By missing one of those, that leaves them needing a 3 to tie it up. Not the ideal situation.
Outside Thomas. Cousins with a screen on Lynn. Thomas passes to McLemore. It's good!
And with that basket, you'd have to think this lead is safe.
Parsons dishes to Lynn. Back to Parsons. Passes to Harden. From downtown. Knocks down the trifecta. Now a timeout called by Sacramento. 1 second left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think they need to go for the quick foul here.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first. And the second of 2 is good. Off the inbound. Oh, no good. And so it's Sacramento who's straight by with the win. Well, they don't get much more exciting than that, Clark.